Hello and welcome to my channel, Granny Annie Creates. My name's Anya and today I'm going to show you how to make this strawberry square that's part of our crochet along confidence cardi. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm going to make this gorgeous strawberry square with all its lovely detail, these little green seeds and the green 3D leaves that stick out, and then the bright blue background that's the same on a lot of our squares. So we're going to start with the pink yarn in the middle, and we're going to chain 3. Let's pop that one up there. And we're going to chain 3. So we're going to slip knot our yarn onto our hook. Just move them out of the way for a minute or two. So slip knot the yarn onto our hook, and then we're going to chain 3. So bring the yarn over and down through. 1, 2, yarn over and down through is 3. So there's our chain of 3. Now we're going to slip stitch it into a ring. So we're going to take that furthest stitch from the hook and pop it onto the hook like so. Then we're going to bring the yarn over and slip those 2 off. So that's a slip stitch, and it's formed a little bobbly ring. Whereas normally we'd create a circle on our strawberry, we're just going to crochet these first few stitches, and then we're going to turn our work and work up, because if we did a circle obviously we'd be going round, but we want to work up. But we needed these first few stitches to make the bottom of our strawberry. So we're now going to chain 2 to give us the height of the stitch, which is going to be the double stitch. So 2 chains, and then we're going to turn the work, and we're going to do 4 double crochets into the ring. And the double crochet is the wrap around and in, wrap around and out, wrap around and work 2 off. That one doesn't want to come over. And wrap around and work the next 2 off. And that's our double crochet. We're going to do 4 of those. So wrap around and in, wrap around and back out of the work, wrap around and work 2, wrap around and work the next 2. So 2 more doubles into the ring. Like so. And there is the bottom of our strawberry. So we're going to chain 2 again to give us the height of the stitch. 1, 2, and we're going to increase on this row because, as you can see, the strawberry gets larger for a couple of rows. So to increase on a row, one of the easiest ways to do it is to put a stitch right in the base of the, because normally that turning chain would work that first stitch, but we want an extra stitch, so we're going to go right in there with our double crochet there. And in doing so, we've increased the row by 1. You see that that's increasing outwards. So now we're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, and then we're going to put an extra 2 in the end one as well, because we want our strawberry to expand in the middle. So 4 double crochets, and the double crochet stitches are wrap around and in, wrap around and out, wrap around and work 2, wrap around and work 2. So another 2 of those, and then we'll do the increase stitch. do one more double right in the end there, which is the turning chain of the previous round or previous row. And then you can see our strawberry is starting to increase in size around the middle. So we just need to do one more row of increasing, and then we're going to bring it in a little bit for the top of our strawberry. So again, we're just going to repeat the row that we just did. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to put a double crochet into the base of that turning chain because it's going to increase this row. So we want that extra stitch. And then we're just going to double crochet all the way along and then put 2 double crochets into that final stitch. And that's going to give us a nice plump, juicy strawberry for our crochet along confidence Cardi square. And the way that this confidence Cardi works is it grows your confidence in your crochet because you're trying different stitches out, and it also gives you loads of confidence when you wear it because it's very bright and it will make you stand out in the crowd wherever you go. People go, "Oh, I like your Cardi," and you'll be able to say, "Yeah, I made it." And then you can point them in the direction of Granny Anie Creates so they can make one of their own. So there we are, that's as wide as we want our strawberry. So this next row is just going to be a row of double crochet. So we're not increasing and we're not decreasing. So we're going to just do a chain of 2, 1, 2, turn our work. And this time, as usual, that starting chain works that first stitch. So we're going in on the second with our double crochet. And that way it will just be a straight row. There'll be no increasing on this row. And that gives us the shape of the strawberry. So then we're just going to go all the way along doing double crochets. You could also make loads of these little strawberry squares and make a cute little bag if you intersperse them with a plain granny square. It wouldn't be too busy a bag. And then, yeah, you could sew them together and make a bag. I might do that one. And I'll show you on another video when I've completed it. But for now, let's concentrate on the crochet confidence Cardi. So there's our strawberry to the sort of thickest bit on our strawberry, and now we're just going to bring it in a little bit on the top. And the way we do that is we don't do a turning chain on this row, so we just go straight in with a double on that second stitch, and it makes the work come in that little bit because there's no turning chain for the height of the stitch, so it's bringing the work over a stitch. So we're going to do doubles all the way along until we get to the other end as well. We'll do something different to make the strawberry shape at that end. So yeah, just double crochet all the way along to the other end. Till that last stitch, and then the one that we normally put a double into that turning chain of the previous, we're just going to slip stitch down to that chain as the previous round. So no double crochet in that last stitch. We're just going to slip stitch it, and it has the effect of bringing the corners around in a lovely strawberry shape. So we're going to cast off our red colour, cut the yarn, pull the end down through the stitch and give it a bit of a tug, and that will hold it. So now we're going to put the green strawberry seeds onto our strawberry. So with a sewing needle. You need one with a big eye, a wool needle. And we need some green yarn. So you need quite a length of this green yarn on your needle, because we're going to go straight in to crochet in these leaves once we've sown the seeds. So a nice long length of green. Thread it onto your needle. So we're going to start at the bottom of our strawberry. Bring the yarn all the way through. As I say, it's a bit of a long length because we're going to crochet the leaves as well. And then you're going to, oh, can't really see that. Let me move the yarn out of the way. So you're going to go down back into the strawberry, just a little way down from where you came out of the top. And it's going to create that effect. So you're just going to randomly place little seeds all the way along your strawberry by going in and out. Don't tug on the yarn too much because you want the stitch to stay there, whereas if you pull it might go so you can't see it. So leave them nice and loose and work as many strawberry seeds as you want all over your strawberry, and I'll see you in a minute. So there we have lots of little seeds all over our little strawberry. So with our sewing needle, we just need to bring the yarn, so it's still at the back, there's the back of my strawberry. Just need to bring the yarn up through that stitch, which is about 3 stitches along the top of the strawberry. Then we can take our sewing needle off of the yarn. We don't have to, you can leave it on the end, but stop it clanking around in the video. So now we're going to crochet again. So we're going to pop our hook in there. I'm going to bring the yarn into play, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets all into that second chain from the hook. So wrap around and in. Oh, don't want to go in there, does it? Come on. In you go. That's it. Wrap around and out. Wrap around and work 2. Wrap around and work the next 2. And that's the double crochet. And we're doing 3 of those. So 1, all into that same chain space that we've just created. 2. So it's going to feel like a lot of stitches in one stitch, but that's what makes the leaf. And we go with the 3rd double crochet. And then to bring us back down to the base of the leaf, we're going to go in there with a single crochet. And that's one leaf finished. So we're going to go along, and if we fancy our next leaf there, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 doubles into that second chain from the hook. 1 double. Oh, hook don't want to go in today. 2nd double. And 3rd double. All into that same chain space. 2 chains down from the end of the 3 chain. And then a single crochet down into the base to hold that leaf in place. and then onto the third leaf, but just have a little look how it's looking at the moment. So we've got our 3 leaves, and we've got quite a lot of strawberry there, so I might miss a stitch and put my third leaf there. So to do that, we just want to a slip stitch, or we can single crochet along there, and then in on to the next one with a single crochet, and then a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 doubles all into that second chain space. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, I had just enough yarn. So yeah, make sure you put on enough yarn onto your sewing needle to start sewing your seeds. And then we're going to single crochet down into the base here to secure that last leaf. And then we're going to pull the yarn through and give it a tug to cast it off. And there we have our strawberry. So we can sew that down in a minute to there. So it looks more like the leaves. Next we're going to put in the blue background to our strawberry square. So with our strawberry, add in the blue, we're going to start at the bottom of our strawberry. So we're going to tie the yarn on to that base stitch. I like to tie my knots twice to make sure that they stay. Goes once, twice. And then we're going to pop our hook in and bring the yarn into play. We're going to do chain 2 because we're going to be doing double crochets. So that gives us the height of the stitch. And we're going to put 3 double crochets into the base of this stitch at the bottom. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, all in to that base stitch, so we've got a nice fan. Then we're just going to go all the way around the strawberry, making double crochet stitches all the way around. So it's going to make it sort of circular shape to start with rather than a square. I'm going to turn the strawberry into more of a circle before we go and turn it into a square. So we're just going all the way around with our double crochet. And when we get to the top here, we're going to put 2 double crochets at the top just to come around that corner. So all the way with the American double crochet, which is the English treble. So yeah, when we get to the top of the corner of the strawberry, we're going to put 2 double crochets into that top corner to help us turn the corner. And we're going to go along and we're going to crochet behind the leaves on the strawberry. Still using our double crochet stitch, but make sure crochet behind the leaves because the leaves are going to stick out on the front of the square. So you can just fold the leaves down and pop your hook in wherever it will go. Ooh. along this line. And just double crochet all the way along. Doesn't matter so much if you can only get hold of half a stitch to anchor your stitch down, like I have on that one. It will still hold, because some of them, the other half of the stitch is holding the leaf in place. So that's fine, as long as you can get your stitch in there somewhere. Let's crochet all the way behind the leaves on our strawberry. And then again, when we get to the top corner of our strawberry, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the same chain, same stitch, and then we're on to the home straight. We're just going to double crochet all the way down to the end. I'll meet you at the end. So once we've crocheted all the way down to the bottom of the strawberry, we just need to pop a hook in the start of the round and slip stitch our yarn down through. So you can see we've turned our strawberry shape into a circular shape, and then we know how to turn a circular shape into a square. We just need corners here and here. So we're going to chain 2 to give us the height of the stitch, and we're going to put some more double crochets around our strawberry until we get to where the corner needs to be, which is here. And then we're going to do a treble to give us the height of the corner. So treble is a wrap around twice and in, and we're going to do 2 of those along around the strawberry. And we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do another treble into the base of that previous one, and then another treble into that next one. And as you can see, it's turning our round shape into a square, and now the gap that we have to make it square is the stitch height will need to decrease. So we've done a couple of trebles and a double, so we're now onto a half double, a single, and then a slip stitch. So half double is wrap around and in, wrap around and out, wrap around and work it all off. A single, and then we just want to slip stitch along these ones on the fattest part of the strawberry, and then we're back to doing bigger stitches for the corner. We've got double, chain 3, and then a double down into the top to create that corner. You can see our circle is turning into a square, so we'll be putting a corner in here and a corner in there, just as we just did for these 2 corners. So we're going to double crochet along the top and behind the leaves. And I just glide along the top with our lovely double crochets. And then when we get to the where we want to make a corner, chain 3, and then pop that with a slip stitch down into the base of that one. That's created our third corner. So now we're going to slip stitch to about here. Then we're going to start increasing our stitches, because as you can see it goes in a bit, so we need longer stitches. So we're just slip stitching along this little bit, or single crochet, whichever one you fancy doing. And then when we get to where it starts going down, we need to do slightly bigger stitches. So half double is the first one, double will be the next couple, and then we're on to our trebles, which is the wraparound twice stitch. They're gonna give us the height that we need to reach the bottom of the strawberry. And now we need to create the corner. So it's a chain of 3, and you can either see if your chain of 3 will link up, or you can put another treble there and then slip stitch it. But mine actually looks like that chain of 3 is going to do it. So I'm going to pop it in there and slip stitch it down through, and there we have our 4 corners of our strawberry. As you can see, our strawberry square needs to be bigger, because when our leaves lay down, they're coming off the edge. So we need to do another round of double crochets and corners. So we're going to give ourselves the height of the stitch, 2, turning chain of 2, and then we're going to go all the way along, and where there's a double crochet, we're just going to pop a double crochet in, and then at the corner we're going to put a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So I'll do this first bit with you. So we're just going to go along the straight with a double crochet into each stitch, and then when we get to the corner, we're going to place a double crochet into the corner. I'm going to chain 3, I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to place another double crochet into that corner, to the same corner, and it's going to help us turn our work. So going along, and now we're just going to work along all the double crochets along that side and do the same to the next corner all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. So when we've gone all the way around with our double crochets, our final double crochet, we're going to slip stitch it to the start of the round. We're going to cut our yarn, pull it down through the stitch and give it a tug, and then that will secure our lovely square. You just need to do a bit of pulling on the corners to get it to lay flat, and you can also block it. But there's our lovely strawberry square. To go with our first one. So for the crochet along confidence Cardi, you'll need about 4 of these squares. So I hope you've liked my video today with this strawberry square. We now have 2 ready for our crochet along Cardi. So as I said, we need about 4, and although it looks very handmade, it's quirky. That's what we're going for, quirky. So yeah, if you like my video today, it'd be great if you could hit the like button and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that it's a nice channel and it's fun to watch, and then other people can join in the fun of our crochet along confidence Cardi. Hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time.